Mercury in Libra. Oh, how fun. Of course, I am biased because I am also an air Mercury. Actually, doubly so. I'm Mercury and Gem in the house of Aquarius. But I find Mercury in Libras, I think everybody, well, okay, not everybody, but a lot of people find Mercury in Libras absolutely delightful. And if a Mercury and Libra person is operating from a highest order and they've gotten over their challenges and whatever, and I'll enumerate those later along with the beautiful positive stuff. If Mercury in Libra is here and not here, everybody loves Mercury in Libra because Mercury in Libra is absolutely in their heart considerate of others. You know, they don't have the ego associated with perception and their thoughts and speaking like the fire Mercuries. They're not super emotional like the water Mercuries and sometimes over emotional. Um, and they're people oriented, you know, as an air Mercury. So you know they relate to people a lot better than say perhaps Earth Mercuries. You know, rather they relate to a lot of different people. You know, all of the different Mercuries they can relate to people just fine on their own terms. But as for relating to people in general, you can't get somebody more charming than a Mercury in Libra. Um, so let's explore. What is this energy? So, it's an air Mercury, so very intellectual. You know, Mercury is how you think, how you express yourself, how you take in information, and how you also disperse it. And being air, that means you're very logical. You know, air is one of the two logical elements, and very logical, very able to construct and follow an argument. Honestly, the air Mercuries are very. Again, there's no such thing as energy being better than another energy. You know, all energies are absolutely necessary for balance, for harmony. But Mercury in Libra really does. Mercury is born to communicate, and Mercury in Libra communicates exquisitely, beautifully. Not just in like efficiency wise, but literally beautifully. Like they are the ultimate seductive Mercury. They know how to charm people in all degrees, from a romantic partner to somebody that they're just meeting. Um, you guys is you you make great decisions. It just takes you forever because you guys weigh options so well. You know, you're able to see pros and cons, unlike anyone else, and you're able to see two sides of a story, unlike anyone else. So you're a wonderful, fantastic mediator, and you're able to get two people to communicate and to break down walls and barriers between people. Um, you know, there's a finesse too. You guys are so smooth and yet so calculating, so strategic. I always love hanging out with and having conversations with friends who have this Mercury, just because you guys make great conversationalists too. You know, you're knowledgeable about all sorts of different topics and very interesting topics. You know, at least for me, but honestly, interesting for everyone. You can you know what to talk about with who, and whether it's art and music or people to social justice and ideals to literature. Honestly, you guys could talk to anyone about anything, but as to what really, from my perspective and from my understanding of your guys' energy, what really sparks you guys is that what I was talking about, the artistic side of life. You know, Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of pleasures, of beauty, of music and art, and Mercury in Libra is just absolutely so well versed in these subjects. Again, any subject that you guys should turn your attention to and that interests you. But art and literature is your guys' game. You guys craft the most fascinating perspectives about just so many different things. But again, especially art. and it's very enriching. And you appreciate art, honestly, more than other people, because because of how your perception works, because of your energies. Because being oriented towards people and your guys' amazing powers of observation, I wouldn't say that you guys are the first sign to go out and make art, but you are certainly the first sign to look at it, analyze it, to feel it out, to understand it, to appreciate it. And all logically, you can make comparisons, you can make distinctions, and it's a very powerful tool. Skill with languages, especially French. France actually has Mercury in Libra, so awesome. I studied over there recently, and I just loved the understanding. The system was so accommodating to the students. I didn't even go to school for certain classes for the last like 3 weeks or so, but they saw I was still in connection with my teachers, and they saw that I was developing, that I was intellectually and artistically enriching myself, and so I wasn't just being lazy and not going to class. I literally just I wanted to turn my attention. I couldn't even. It wasn't even about wanting to. I needed to turn my attention to my art and astrology and other things that interest me. I fully expected, and honestly, I knew I kind of deserved not the highest grade at the end of the semester. And I didn't make straight A's, no. But my lowest grade was a B. And that kind of understanding of people. Another country, for example, honestly, America, I drew this distinction when I realized, when I got my report card, other countries would not be so understanding of their students, and it's a real shame, because really I really did develop in that time, and uh, without Mercury and Libra, I'm positive that it wouldn't have worked out so well, and there wouldn't have been that kind of keen understanding about me as a person, not just a student, but a student of life, not just a student at a university. That kind of accommodation, that kind of understanding and flexibility with people is, in my opinion, your guys is one of among your greatest gifts. You're so much more patient than a Mercury and Gemini is with people. I know that you don't necessarily want to talk to every single person, but every person or just about wants to talk to you, and you guys are so much more understanding. I'd get so bored. I love people, I really do, and I'm a very calm person, and actually that's probably other Libra aspects that I have in junk. But I do have a limit, and I can't talk about, you guys find a way to relate to people that I find really admirable, and really, it's very inspiring, and it's very edifying to me. It really teaches me a lot, and it's a great example. So we've talked about a lot of the wonderful things, and now let's face some of the not so wonderful things. Every energy has its challenge. There's no such thing as the perfect energy. All energies are necessary for the harmonious whole. You understand that, being Libra. There you go. Or, Mercury Libra. So, let us look at the challenges. To be so accommodating as to lose yourself. To not express your own opinions and perspective on things. That is definitely a challenge for Mercury and Libra energy in general. You guys are so wonderful at making everything harmonious that sometimes when things need to be said that aren't so pretty, you guys flee. It's just not your scene. Emotions exist. Good ones, beautiful. Bad ones, also beautiful. They just have to be understood and lived through. And the lesson from it all taken away, So I urge you not to rush away from situations or people that at a glance seem uninteresting or seem whatever, something negative, whatever, It's unfortunate, but for all three of the air Mercuries, and honestly, I would say Mercury in Libra, as much as Mercury in Gemini, if not perhaps a little bit more so for some Venusian reasons, Mercury in Libra can also be very shallow and very taking things at first glance at the surface and not seeing the beauty that exists underneath. Every single person is beautiful. Every single person is beautiful. It doesn't matter if they're not expressing themselves super eloquently, or they're not super witty in how they express themselves, or if their opinions aren't the most refined and diplomatic. Everyone has something of worth to say. So I just urge you to look past the surface, to look at the depths of a person and not to judge them. Walt Whitman said this. He doesn't have Mercury in Libra, but I think this applies for all of the air, especially Gemini and Libra. Be curious, not judgmental. With Mercury in Libra, you guys really can, and you do, influence your social scene. You're able to bring everyone together, or at a lower expression of your energies, to divide people into cliques and to divide people against each other. The latter is such a waste of your energies. Don't express, this is my perspective, take it or leave it. Don't express superficial opinions. Don't agree with somebody just to get on their good side, just to charm them, just to get them to do what you want. And don't judge people. You guys don't realize how powerful your opinions are. Libra is the cardinal air sign. The 4 cardinal signs are the season starters. Libra starts autumn. You guys have drive. You have initiative. You have incredible power. And Libra being the air cardinal sign, you have power with people. You have power to influence, to change. And your guys' power is not aggressive. It's not abrasive. It's very sweet and refined. You know how to get what you want without making a huge deal about it, and without being a very much a Mercury in Aries, for example, your partner placement with a sword and hacking and slashing, and that has its own benefits or whatever. Again, it's challenges too. Hacking and slashing, not so good, but be aware of your power. Your power is not drawn from other people. You don't need other people there to be powerful. But when other people are there, your power grows with every single perspective that enters into that environment. And you really do influence everyone. So don't be shallow. That's just simple. Just don't be shallow, don't be superficial. Communicate meaningful things. The beautiful thing about Mercury in Libra is once you get over the shallowness and wanting everyone to like you and stuff, needing everyone to like you, once you get over that and you embrace your power as an individual, as a agent in the universe, as a soul, you guys are fucking amazing. Because Libra is concerned with harmony, yes, but justice and social welfare and society, and again, people. You're able to contribute in the most beautiful way to society. Mercury in Libra makes wonderful judges, attorneys, anything oriented towards social work. One of my really best friends, sisters, is Mercury in Libra, and she just got her master's in social work. Perfect example. And she's looking at going into criminal, I believe, to go to law school to get some kind of legal degree. I don't know. But just her sense of what's right and what's wrong, and her sense of helping other people is just inspiring, and it's unmatched. She was talking to me the other day how she is going to use her degrees to help those that need help, sexually molested kids, and just people that need somebody who can understand and also help them understand and to move on and to grow and to just make sense of everything that's happened and to make life more bearable and fair. Mercury in Libra is absolutely the Mercury sign for fairness and justice. Again, sometimes it can seem like a detriment because you don't know, this or that, this or that, this or that. But trust in your abilities to make the right decision. Even if it's not right now, you always, 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 all the Mercury and Libras I know always fix everything in the long run. They always make the right decisions and get everything to work out perfectly and to be balanced and harmonious. I love Mercury and Libra. It's just such a beautiful energy. Oh, Germany also has a bit of this energy. They're more Mercury and Virgo, but I think they're like 25 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, so they're right on the cusp. That's all I can really think of for good and bad, or not bad, but beautiful qualities and challenges as well, things to come over. I have not talked about Mercury and Libra people, but I'm running out of time. So, part 2, and peace. Check out the other one, yeah?